So I'm going to turn everything back on. Yeah, we should be back.
I'm getting a lovely steak commercial. I can go for steak later.
You know, it wasn't that it froze, it's just that I wanted another commercial break. Tundra able to get one across.
True.
Just gotta keep that revenue up, dude.
Gotta get it up, man. Appreciate everybody for sticking around through that lovely little break. That was a word from our sponsors over at Chipotle. Thanks for them. Anyway, carrying on, Nico does find one on the cross, and not just anybody, he finds Snow. Edith Swain goes down next. Anton, 19 HP, only losing one body, and Johnny Nico P is very low, but this has been a very dominant performance out of the T side, and like that, we have a 19 HP Antoine being the last sole survivor.
Well, you gotta remember, Cyberstorm started their T side late. It wasn't until round 19, and this went to 30 rounds, that the T side really got cooking. So they've had a lot of practice at really running this for a little bit now.
Yeah, they were comfortable. And I think they were in a very good groove on that T side. So having them start on T side, I like that a lot. I think that was a very lucky turn of events.
Yeah, with 16K overtime, you don't really have to worry about the economy. I was playing in, unfortunately, a 52 or 53 round Face It pug a little bit earlier. Yeah, that 10K Face It overtime, that does get a little economical, especially when you're opping. But yeah, this 16K overtime, they should be good. Johnny hasn't bought yet. Okay, now he's buying.
Yeah, Boston 100% agree. Put AKs in their hands, and that's a huge T-side advantage. I think just coming into it, they were playing on that T-side previously. They had that huge comeback, you know, where they were really feeling themselves, feeling good on the T-side.
Cyberstorm's going to walk into a cat aggression.
Oh. X looking for aggressive.
Again, just walking into cat aggression.
Johnny's on balance over B, and man, the Cyberstorm side is picking apart as we nailed it in his first round.
That CT aggression has been excellent.
I think they know
the T default is not effective against the double cat aggression.
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems like they're pretty aggro. Because that was bold. They knew that this T side is pretty aggressive, and that, yeah, I mean, they played into it. Because we've seen this cat aggression again and again and again. So they're like, we're ready for it. We love it. Come run cat and we'll shoot you.
We're being given long for free, which is
no one on car.
You do have an op just posted.
On site, yeah.
It's all gonna come down to whether they flash Johnny into this peak.
Yeah. I would have suggested like a smoke off or something, but there's nothing for that weird angle on the box. I mean, there probably is, but
it does look like they're gonna start falling off. We'll see if Johnny crosses with his head down. No, he's gonna set up the cat smoke.
Boston Future says if Cyberstorm had Andrew Piskey, Piskura, this game would have been won 16-10.
And if you gotta remember, if Piskey had reasonable ping, because for the majority of Piskey's Cyberstorm career, he was running off of 100+ ping. I do miss my man Piskey. Piskey was a good dude. He's welcome back whenever he likes.
Ooh, those are two big kills, finding STK and Johnny. But Nico P XO do find trades. Toad is still alive here in the elevator position, and I don't think they know that as he runs around behind the bomb carrier, and that is another round to the CTs. Last round of the half. I do believe. Ooh, getting dicey. But it's still as close as it's gonna get.
Cyberstorm had a strong CT side. They did lose the half, but they were able to get a decent run in there. And that's what overtime's about, is whether you can get a run.
I think they can. I think they did a good enough job on this T side. That one. And I think the next 3. Just clean up. Just clean up. You don't know. We don't know for sure. I'm watching some of these guys, and I don't know. I think now that they're familiar with a lot of what the T's have done while playing CT, they're going to be more confident. That's what I think.
Going back live now.
Feels good. Feels good. But yeah, they're familiar with the CT side, and vice versa, to be fair. I think just like anybody, you play with someone long enough, you start to learn some tendencies, you start to see what they like to do and what they don't like to do.
Both teams have been playing well. Toad has just been bodying a little bit. That can be fairly hard to deal with. There's just one player that's feeling himself.
Johnny found a nice kill blind. Toad, where is he at kills? He's got to be up close to 40.
35,
yeah, 35.
I think.
Yeah, 35. Good lord. Probably 140 plus ADR.
He's going to walk out mid by himself. Johnny's going to get caught out. Nico's going to peek into it. But this is
found by Antoine.
This is a 3-on-3, and Nico is alone. It's very difficult play.
Exo is watching whoever it is in the middle region, and he knows he's there in the smoke. He's just waiting for this guy to pop out. As soon as the smoke fades. Oh, and unfortunately DJ Swing gets the better of Exo here.
I believe this is a possible GG here.
Yeah, that's a rough one to lose on Exo. He had every opportunity there. Unfortunate.
Well, when you're in the smoke,
it
fades faster for you.
Him, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna say that was a disadvantage, but the thing is, he saw the guy who was top mid, and he saw the guy walking through doors, and he held his fire. He didn't want to shoot just yet. And so, like, those are the worst. When you do the trigger discipline and you have the match, you know what I mean? You have everything laid out in a way where it's
this is going to be match point, however.
Yeah, 16-18 for Adastra's T side, and this match point is ooh. I don't know, man. Do you think double OT? Do you believe?
It's a big a lot of things need to happen.
Exactly. We need to see a change.
They're talking about they've got to get 2 here back to back, really, to guarantee it. And
yep.
That's not easy when they've got 1 round of CT left, and they would then have to go play T side again. It's a lot to ask for.
It is, but that's 2 good kills out of the CT side, and being towed one of them. Oh, G2 and Bear find 2 on excellent Tundra.
And once again, they're gonna have to retake a bomb site. They have even strength. Good lord, auto director. Give me a player to watch. Thank you.
I'm gonna watch STK and see what's going on here with a nice little smoke onto the railing here.
Yeah, that's the standard cat lurk smoke. Flash is going to go out. STK is going to drop into CT. Johnny really needs to peek something. There comes a frag. Oh, but Bear is just tucked in.
Oh, but they're able to hit him. God bless it. I was going to say, do they know where this last player is? I think those kills on site made it very, very easy for Johnny to gain site control and confidence in moving. Up there. Ooh, and Nico P is on the verge of a 30 bomb. I like that though. That round, you know what? I hate to say this, but even when Toad is shut down, his team isn't slacking. You know, like he isn't the sole.
Well, you gotta look
provider.
at. I mean, Bear is. I think he's 2nd fragging in the server.
Yeah, Bear picked it up.
Here comes that B rush.
Johnny finds 1. Can he get another here?
He just needs he just needs to slow down and let his team come in for the retake.
Spot. 3 AKs against 2 M4s and 2 ops. Plenty of utility on the CT side. With 2 players on almost half HP, 53 and 69. We're gonna have to wait and see whether or not.
They're just waiting for these smokes to fade. Then you should see a lot of flashbangs and a lot of players
dying. They're very passive. I mean, again, this is all the time there's on the CTs here.
Just down to 1. And there's going to be no clutch today, sir. This defuse will come in. We're at 18-18 going into another overtime.
There it is. You know? And just like that, here we are again for another overtime. This is overtime number 2. They don't want to give it up. I like that. I mean, granted, no one should want to give it up. But I think Cyberstorm, when playing together, is the better team. I think there's a lot of individual play going on. What I see, what I watch, a lot. I mean, I could count aim duels. I count a lot.
They are
of
still
one aim duels.
They are still a relatively new team, so they're still developing, still getting used to each other. There's a lot to be said there, but man, they've just got to they've got to put some rounds together.
All I want to see, honestly, I know this sounds dumb. Maybe it's the mind of a silver. Here we go. I want to just see more like double swinging together. That's all I want to see. And I mean, that could lead up to a spray down, or that could lead up to a nice double peak. But I feel like their best moments are either working off of each other's utility really well, or using just bodies. If they're not going to use utility, using bodies to gain an advantage. Whether it's just trading, whether it's swinging together. Because I think when they do have that team play mechanic added, their technical ability is pretty high. So it just all coincides very well here. On the double up, CT side, per standard, 1 up on T, Bear, their designated operator, just sitting back, relaxing. Into the second OT. Let's hope that this CT side is going to be like those first couple of rounds that we got to see early on in this match. With ESEA just holding mid from afar. I think there's 2 kind of
getting caught out. Yeah, he was not in position early enough to deal with that fight.
Yeah. And Johnny knows this. He knows these mid-to-B smokes are coming.
And it's going to be a cat play.
How long are they going to be able to hold Johnny's attention?
Saint's in a good place. He's very capable of taking this fight.
Oh, he did his job. Those Toad. There's
STK able to pick up 2 there. Probably not going to be enough.
Jai-Chu with a big kill on Nico P. That's unlucky. You know, STK did a good job there to hold down the site and find 2, but, you know, when 2 is not enough, that's an unfortunate turn of events. That car kill is big for Johnny.
No saves in overtime.
Oh, they're low. If Johnny knows this, I don't know if he does, but the rifle. Oh, please. I'm kind of nervous now. I'm lucky, but you know, fair play. Good attempt out of Johnny. Did manage to find another. I mean, with this overtime money, you can be a little more, you know, risque. The rounds are more important than the money, but
ESEA just didn't need to get caught out there.
Yeah, I was kind of questioning the crossfire they had.
You've got 2 players. If you have 2 players towards B, Johnny's gonna get caught here for sure. I don't know. This just isn't making a ton of sense. Some of the individual plays are just really unnecessary, and they're losing rounds.
Could it be some inter-team level, whatever the case may be? That's plausible.
It's certainly possible. It does look like the CTs are going to slow down here and wait for the retake. They've already retaken the site once.
The lurk from Jai-Chu here is huge. He's going to be behind.
They're well aware.
Tundra knows. And so does ESEA. I thought they ran past. I thought they didn't know. But I am proven wrong as we find Jai-Chu going down and turning into a 3v2 with no bomb plan. However, Antoine wants to change that. Make me wrong. Finding STK. Looking for that bomb plan. And let's see if they can protect their planter. It looks like they do. Antoine finding Tundra. Turning this into a 1v2. ESEA has to go for it. But is he going to be able to figure out where these 2 players are at? Unfortunately, he is not. And it's going to be another round going to the T's there.
That's all off the bat of Johnny getting caught off there by Xbox for. I still don't see much of a reason for it. What? So you can get 1 free pick towards lower?
Yeah, I was gonna say the chances of you getting traded out in that position are so high with the amount of times this team plays cat and their mid control that it's not worth it on the CT side to go 1-for-1
Here
that
comes
early.
the B rush to try and close this out.
Oh,
Johnny playing close enough. Somebody's got to hit one. Nicholas P almost caught out there.
Oh man, this
Exo's got the good settings. He can see through mollies.
He's aware. Oh, underneath him, and he doesn't realize it. Antoine finds the window. Nico P's able to trade one out. They know one's car. Last player, they know he's low, and he needs that nade, and that's a wrap.
It's another sick nade from Nicholas P. He's hit a couple of those Kobe's.
You just sort of dropped it on him, like what are you supposed to do about that? Johnny almost hit a triple collat. Yeah, it was it. I always like that tunnels position. Get it off there and auto and just send it. For Kobe, R.I.P. Kobe. That's my guy. Rip him. Modem, how are you? It's good to see you, my guy. But yeah, we're looking at double overtime. We're going into the second half of double overtime. Cyberstorm is going to be able to get the opportunity to play on T side. I think overall, I think they play a better T side than CT from what I've seen tonight. I think that's also because the T side favors the individual skill plays than the CT side does, and they're going to punish for them. So
win, Mike?
we're gonna almost 40 kills on Toad. 38. The next closest being his no, actually Nico P. So a little bit of rivalry here for Frags, but Toad has been feeling himself.
That op's gonna be posted up car, but that dry peak might come out.
Will Razab be able to punish these T's as they push up? He knows he's safe from that molly. Oh no, Bear isn't safe from the molly. Bear's gonna go all the way down to 28 HP. All this spray down has to do is hit him once, and he's gonna go bye-bye. That was horrible. He took out the molly, didn't throw it, and then decided, you know what? Now I need to throw it. Or the smoke, rather. I don't think the T's realize how much damage they've caused onto this Opera over on car, but they are slowly backing out. A defensive retreat. Tundra is able to find one, and there might be a trade on the rocks. Trade on the cards, rather.
Nico might not be expecting this player on cat.
I don't like this. This is what we saw at bad Cyberstorm when they slowed down on T. Indecision. Taking their time, not doing.
They really need to commit. Remolly car. Hit a flash on the corner. Why peek before the molly? They're just small plays that don't make a ton of sense.
Future, the only difference is we want to see 2020 on this scoreline. We didn't want to see this 2020 this year. Let's be real. Good job, Mortem. We love that out of those boys over there winning. Let's see it. Unfortunately, the yearly scoreline will not continue going from 2019 to 2020. We are looking at a 21-19 to adastra, making this a match point for them, yeah? They need 22.
Tundra gonna get the leg towards doors. Once again, the long aggression comes out. We'll see if they keep the pressure on long.
Man, these adastra guys are feeling comfortable. They know they've got time to work with. They need one more round. They've got a couple to play with here. Cyberstorm on 19.
They've had so much cat help. It's been nuts.
Oh yeah.
They've just been getting cat for free, and that gives them so much information and ability to play around it. Johnny's gonna miss the window flash. Sorry, Johnny, I didn't mean to laugh. It's just hard not to.
I didn't even see it. At first, I didn't know what the flash was for. Nico P finding Antoine.
And Tundra able to find the backside offer. That's the A-side open.
Elevator finds DJ Swang, and just like that, that's 3 entering the A-bomb fight with all 5 terrorists still alive. These CCs don't know how to react. with no off. Very little utility on either of their bodies, and already Nico P finding Toad as well. That's a huge fragger. It's looking dire for these CTs on this round anyway. Again, what I've noticed in these overtimes is after adastra starts to play good, they get complacent very quickly. They've made some simple mistakes in a couple spots.
I think that was more of a pace change. They get an opening frag, they change where they're at, but they're constantly aggressing something, and they're aggressing it together. I think that makes a difference.
I think their CT player was caught out. He wasn't, I don't know what he was doing or where he was supposed to be, but he got caught out going elevator, and it was just a free kill. He wasn't even looking at Cat. There was a couple of, I think that you're right, it might be a pace thing, but that's plausible too, actually. What a multi-dimensional game Counter-Strike is. This man just bought an auto, make him pay. Ooh.
There were a couple autos in CT spawn. They were probably planning on spamming doors.
I didn't even. Let me have a look. Free cam my way over here. Let's count them. I see one, and oh no, just one. Dang. Comeback part 3, I believe. Let's hope this is the last one, and it's a happy ending. That's what we're looking for. Oh my god, I didn't realize. Toad, Jachu, and Bear all went off.
Finally able to deal with that cat play.
And there's also an auto and I think another off down in spawn. I don't know. They're just flashing the cat.
Tundra with a sick headshot. This should be 21-21.
Toad going down.
Alright, Mayor, I desperately need to use the bathroom, so it is on you. We've been sitting here for a minute.
Alright, go ahead. You got time.
Alright, I'll be back.
Here we go. This is one, okay, so it would have been, let's do the math here. 1, 2, so this is triple over. Here we are. You break the auto ice, you pay the auto price. It's 100% true. Let's go, boys. I believe, Mr. Scott. I believe, Mr. Volbus. I believe it. As we come into this match, man, it's live, and we're going back to this T side for Cyberstorm. I like their T side. I like the T side more than their CT, and I think we've seen that over and over in their overtimes. Just like last one was, what, 3 rounds returned on the T side to go back into overtime. I think if we can have a good 2-3 round half T side, I think we win this. But it's going to take a little bit of elbow grease, it looks like, because these players are not ready to give it up. Nobody wants to bite the bullet, literally or figuratively. But Toad and Bear, the 2 fraggers for, oh my goodness, and it keeps going with DJ Swag. It's just a massacre, shooting range down through mid. And these 2 lost the bomb, and that was unfortunate. When the first 2 went down in mid, it's alright. Alright, we'll get 2. It's a oof start, but this is how it's been. Every one of these overtimes is Adastra's doing something. They're picking up some rounds. They get to that match point. I think there's a level of complacence, or like they relax. Like, oh, we got this. We're 3 up, and then they lose it. So someone's gonna have to really commit here and end this. And it's either gonna be by mistake, like someone's gonna be making just errors, or someone's just gonna clutch it out and really be on the ball, hitting the nail on the head. And in terms of individual performances on players, gosh, Toad and Bear. Toad dropping 40, Bear almost dropping 40, and then Nico P with a whopping 38 kills. I mean, it's staggering amounts of kills. And at this point, with almost 45 rounds in, 44. Jeez. A whole lot of frags. And again, this pace change coming out of this T side. This is what Filthy was talking about earlier, where I thought it was more of a fundamental error coming out of the CT side, but instead they're trying to read this T side, and they struggle to do it when they slow down the play. not giving away too many sound cues, not letting this mid player especially, and who is it now? I believe it's GG Swang. No, it was Toad. Toad's dead, not letting him know too much. DJ Swing finding a headshot through the smoke, but not at the cost of Johnny finding Jai Chu. Making this a 3v4. Bomb is going to go onto the B bomb site, one of the harder sites to retake. And a lovely little 4v3. Make that a 4v2. Johnny's eager. Tundra finding one with a huge boost. Anton. DJ Swang is able to make the trade on STK, who has been significantly impactful in this game. I just want to say that STK, my guy. STK out here getting it. But this is 3v1, and DJ Swang's going to be pulling it out with 30 HP, and that is the round. Alright, this is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. It's always one. From what I've watched these halves, from the past two overtimes, we get one in the first. And it's normally the last round in the first half. So if we can get this last round as well, get two in the first, this is good. Going into a strong CT side. Rush should be no stop. I don't know if it's a rush. The bomb is looking like it's going towards lower mid. Solid. Nice little slow play. They love mid control, man. They give up so much of mid to CTs. Like, look at Nico. He's just standing on Xbox just looking through mid doors. Oh, is there somebody here? Like, I don't know. They let him have it. Not through mid, which is fair enough, but oh, Toad. I'll just say this. Toad is lurking. STK throwing a nice little flash over mid. It's not going to mean a whole lot. Let's just watch this. I gotta look at what Filthy's auto director is talking about, because I can't quite change it. I wish he hit that too. And it looks like Johnny's gonna go down. It looks really scrambled. I mean, it's still A heavy on the stack right now, but they're very separated. 2 players towards cat, 2 players towards long, and there are still a majority A presence in 3 players waiting A. This one player going B is gonna let very quickly, and it's not gonna be B. DJ Swang finds the one who's traded out with EXO, and he's going to be coming back. Now it's all of these cat players. Are they going to be able to successfully find some frags here? And I don't know if they will. They're not getting anyone facing. There are 2 players who are very close. One Goose, and the Goose player is going to find one. Bear is traded out instantly. Nico P does find Antoine. EXO with a huge trade that turns us into a 2v1. Bomb down for long plat. EXO with an op. This looks like an unlosable round in my eyes. Oh, and the last player is on cat with Nico P going down. This is all up to EXO on 12 HP. He does know where the bomb's planted. Oh, but does he realize that Jaichu is chasing? Oh, and Jaichu is able to find EXO with a lovely headshot. And we're back. And we're back to this. Here we go. Nice little half. Went 2-1. To adastra, again needing 4, so in this case 25 to win the game. Oi, 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 oi. This is a long one. This is a there's a name for it. It's not paint stripper. Nail biter, nail bite. That's it. Low HP on both hurts. It definitely does. And 23-22 going into the 46th round of this game in triple overtime. Here we go.
Man, I just played a 53 round game. Now I gotta watch one.
Let's see it. It's good to have you back. I couldn't see everything on your auto director, so I was watching kind of on the stream. Like, here we go, though. Bomb is good long with a free kill. Guy 2 points on EXO, full blind standing out on that corner. And this long stack is gonna go pretty much uncontested apart from STK's sitting car. He's not peeking the long angle, simply holding and just waiting for someone to push up. There is a bit of a cat presence as Bear seems to find very little resistance. He does manage to meet, who was it on cat? Under, but he backs up, leaving that cat push to the T. And here it comes. Bear finds one with a nice little headshot. Thunder's able to find that trade, but not at the cost of his own life, with Jaichu moving up long. Bomb is going to now go down to the A-bomb site. The T's have full control of this site, and they know it. And it is now up to these CTs to make the difference. Johnny and CT spawn just holding with that op. Nico P is just waiting for these mollies to clear up. I don't know if the double was worth. They could have held them on for a lot longer if they'd used those individually. And there is no more utility on the T side. Only 2 flashes and a nade that's on Nico P is the only utility left in the server for this round. Oh no, there's a smoke. Oh, hey, Antoine. Never mind. Drag is down. Traded by Jai Chu. And unfortunately, they're not going to let Nico P get these one-on-ones. Antoine is going to swing wide. And that's going to be another run to adastra, making this the match point once more. Ooh. That's what I say to a game like this. It makes you kind of hot in your seat. Like, continually, that double op is going to come out. I always like seeing the ops come out when there isn't any op to contest. So seeing these 5 AKs on the T side gives me a little bit of hope for this round.
This B fake has already gotten CTs moving.
Ooh.
Good lord.
That was a very clean shot. Thankfully, Toad is found by SDK. These terrorists are moving up A at a rapid pace. The bomb is cat.
Good God. Autograph, please.
Looks like the bomb is going to be going down with Bear on site along with Gaichi. Ooh, DJ Sang is caught out here in mid. All he's doing is biding time. At this point, the clock is now on the CT. It's their responsibility to make something happen. And whether or not they will, that's another story. But DJ Sang is going to find a huge kill blind on Nico P. An absolute fragger. It's a shame.
Auto director. Please.
Not EXO being able to find over the M4, but Bear and Antoine with the trades on Johnny XO. And that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. Going to adastra Esports. GG's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a tough one. That's a big GG.
That's a tough one for
it's a 50 rounder.
50 rounder triple OT. Good lord, that's one that takes a little out of you. You know?
It was a lot to watch, man.
It goes from being who's gonna perform on the day to who's gonna endure on the day. You know, it takes a who's got that distance runner, not so much the sprints.
I know plenty about distance running, but you wanna plug your stuff?
Yeah, hey, we run a little podcast, at least I do, with another player on a Cyberstorm team, Cyberstorm White. Check it out, townhallpodcast.com. You can also find me on twitch.tv/themayor. We're getting the plugs in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gassed. You already know what it is. I need this kind of energy for when the game happens. Not going to lie. But it's a pleasure having you all here. I love seeing everybody come out. I love the forum posts, people come and find in the games. I love talking to y'all. Appreciate you coming to support the team. You know, not the exact result we wanted, but this new roster settling in. I think that, you know, we're going to be in a good spot pretty soon. I'm high confidence we're going into advanced. We're going to have to be facing off against Mortem in the lot pretty soon, so I'm sure we'll see them there soon enough. Yeah. Oh, and RZ with a huge 13 viewer host. We appreciate that, my guy.
Yeah, thank you, dude. Sorry to tell you that we're on our way out the door. Pizza Pat, Filthy's Casuals next game is 9 p.m. tomorrow night. That's 9 p.m. Eastern.
Let's go.
And then the next Cyberstorm match will be on the 3rd. That is Saturday at 10 p.m. against Avidity Esports, who is currently 4-4 in main. So hopefully a better showing then. We will be live for that.
We're going to wait and see, though.
Thank you again to everybody who showed up. RZ, huge thanks for the host. I appreciate this 13 viewers for the short amount of time that we have them. Yep, thank you for showing up, and we'll see you guys probably Saturday. I have no intention of casting a Filthy's Casuals match. Somebody else might. It might be at iBet TV.
Yeah, I think iBet TV is going to cover that, or probably iBet.
Possibly. So, also, I don't know why anybody would want to watch that, but
we have fun, but that's about all we have.
Yeah, if you want to catch our next stream, we will be back up on Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. We may be over at the CyberstormGG channel. Still working on getting that stream code, but that may be our first one over there. So anyway, thank you again, and good night.